Hey K-pop friends, before the end of the year, you all voted for your favorite K-pop songs of 2022 to decide the top 50 on last week's video. This week, it's my turn to showcase my personal favorites. I welcome you all to share your favorite K-pop songs below to see how we compare. Let's get right to it to discuss this top 25. Starting with number 25, we have a tie because I could not decide which one to cut. So I kept both and put them out as a tie. I love how the song starts off with and then there's like a rock section, all very interesting elements. A solid Golden Child comeback for me. Very Ulam entertainment, and I'm happy they continue to deliver. And for the other tie to number 25, we have Omega X's Love Me Like. Love me like. Ooh, love me like. I really enjoyed how fun this song was. I get that it's not a song for everyone, but the Moombahton aspect was so enjoyable to me. It's unfortunate to see what has transpired this past year with them and their leadership. Therefore, I do hope that the boys find a better solution for themselves and still continue on as a group producing music for their fans. I wish them all the best. And now at number 24, we have One We with two songs. When it comes to One We, I always admired Younghoon's vocals. Once again, they blessed us with amazing songs like Universe and Still Here, solid music. They deserve way more attention. Stan them for not only Clear Skin, but happiness in 2023. I personally can't relate, but this is something that I wish for everybody else. And at number 23, we have Cosmic Girls. Like a These next two songs are interchangeable for me. Cosmic Girls had a great comeback with Last Sequence. The ladies in K-pop killed it in 2022 with so many bops in a year. I know their song talks about last sequences and finales and such, but I was over here ready for an encore. Sounds like a great follow-up song if you ask me. I just asked for royalties because that's a winning title. And at number 22, we have Rocket Punch Chiquita. Not to be confused with Bananas, Rocket Punch came back with a major bop in 2022. Instrumentals like this one get me, because those synth riffs are very retro and Ulam. I am a longtime proud Infinite stan, and when I see the baby Ulam groups putting out retro-infused bops like Chiquita, my in-spirit heart is happy to see the music quality still stay top-notch. Do yourself a favor and stan Rocket Punch and Chiquita and have yourself a banana for good potassium. And at number 21, Kang Daniel's Nirvana. This last year, I guess my taste had shifted more towards easy listening vibes. Nirvana is the first example on this list that I enjoyed the song simply for playing in the background for easy listening. I mean, it wasn't Nirvana, but, you know, it got the job done. And at number 20, EXID's Fire. Brenna, Brenna, hey! Oh man, I found this song's instrumental so interesting. I loved the vocals, and while the song Fire might not be the strongest fire K-pop song out there, in my opinion, this one definitely kept my ass toasty. And moving on, number 19, Road B's Icarus. One of the main reasons why I became a huge Infinite stan back in the day was their alignment with the amazing K-pop producer Sweet Tune. When I caught wind that they produced this track along with another Road B song called Nonstop, I instantly flocked to this like it was a clearance item in the grocery store, honey. Snatched it right up and enjoyed the happy-go-lucky feel to it. Okay, if we're gonna be real, I am a hoe for Sweet Tune and I happily open my ears and legs anytime for their music. Number 18, Apink's Dilemma. Apink in the last several years have gone through a sound change, and this more mature sound of theirs has definitely made me a bigger fan. Dilemma is another solid comeback. A little dark, but, you know, it more aligns with the story of my life. A perpetual dilemma, really. And next one up, number 17, Baekho's No Rules. Another easy listening song on this list. I was really surprised at how much this song grew on me after the first listen. It was wonderful for me to listen to this year when I was working. It was calming, but also had a nice pep to it that made it interesting and kept me coming back. And if you thought I was going to make a joke, something like ho for Baekho, well, there it is. And number 16, Purple Kiss's Nerdy.
Okay, I'm nerdy, but I'm not stupid. I'll
Most often for me, songs will need multiple listens before I come to the conclusion to officially download the song. But they have to pass my very strict first test. College entrance exams have no idea. Now, with Nerdy, I remember this song catching my attention, and it took a few listens to make me realize how striking the song is. Definitely stood out to me, and I will continue to keep an eye on Purple Kiss for future special songs like this in the K-pop landscape. Next one up, number 15, Park Ji-hoon's Nitro. Not gonna lie, it was the that really did it for me. Well, that and my unhealthy obsession with Starbucks Nitro. The song spoke to me on those two fronts. Bold, velvety, and frothy. Arguably bitter, very much like the Starbucks Nitro that I love. Now, at number 14, Victon's Chronograph. This ended up being such an unexpected but pleasant surprise. I didn't know I'd like a song called Chronograph because on the surface I thought, that sounds boring. But Victon proved me wrong. I really enjoyed this song. Sejun's vocals in the song caught my attention and made me appreciate the song a little bit more. All in all, a fun song that was one of the first ones I downloaded this year after Love Me Like and Ruby. Moving on, number 13, DRIPPIN's The One. For many years in my time here in K-pop, I have always wanted more rock sounds and music. Hence why I love Dreamcatcher and FT Island. DRIPPIN really dipped into the rock side for this comeback and embraced the anime themes. I thought it was a lot of fun. Definitely one that plays to my taste. And number 12, On and Off's Your Song. This song honestly made me feel pretty good. It was a nice pop song that sort of polished the nugget inside my cold, dark heart. On the verge of death, honey. I was surprised at how many happy feel-good songs I enjoyed this last year. Then again, after what we went through as a world these last 2 years, I could use some brightness in my day. Before I obviously retract to my room and perform some sacrificial offering, of course. And moving on, number 11, Nayeon's Pop. Nayeon's Pop was so fun to me. It too was another one that put a smile on my face. Super catchy, a stellar solo debut from her, and a song that really set the summer vibe so well. Well, the attentions were there. In my case, I was just on a drought and on fire, so I was cozying up in the air conditioning enjoying this, okay? And now we get to the top 10, Chungha's Sparkling. Sparkling is very much like Pop to me. Both were fun and bubbly. I normally would not gravitate to songs like these, but for some reason they came out at perfect times and filled some sort of huge void that I have. This void of mine is very black hole-like, and I don't think it'll ever be fully filled, but Chungha did an admirable job trying to brighten it up. Do I need to remind you about that nugget that needs polishing? It needs to be sparkling, darling. And number 9, IVE's two songs, Love Dive and After Like. IVE came out guns blazing in 2022 in my opinion. These ladies nailed it with both of their comebacks. Love Dive was very Sunmi, which, fun fact, was originally supposed to go to her. And that song grew on me so much with each listen. It was very easy listening for me at work, and I really loved it more and more as time went on. With Afterlike, I instantly loved it because of its Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive sampling. Really nicely done. These ladies have me keeping my eye on them closely for future comebacks because the bar for them is set high. And now, number 8, Kwanumbi's Underwater. Another Ulam act on this. I also really enjoyed Kwanumbi's tracks this year. Glitch was great, but Underwater was next level. I really liked it. The instrumental to it just spoke to me, and while I generally stay away from water, I was happy to jump right in with this one. Super catchy and fun, and Ariel wishes. Next up at number 7, we have 2 songs from Psy, That, and Now. Psy brought it in 2020. For me, I really enjoyed That with Chungha and Now with Hwasa. I believe I might lean a little more towards Now as the 80s-ness just gets me. But they're both wonderful. Signature Psy with its approach to put a smile on your face and bring out the fun in music. I always look forward to his music and see what he does next, and these set of comebacks were well executed. And now at number 6, Cherry Bullet's Love in Space. Right off the bat, within the first 30 seconds, I already knew I was going to love this song. That instrumental was pure anime intro and 80s fun that knew how to penetrate that nugget within me. First thing, I just said the word penetrate and I did not giggle. But second thing, I'm sure talking a lot about nuggets now that I think about it. I'm really hungry right now. Anyways, Love in Space was such a great comeback song. It had a lot of layers, but it was really that instrumental that drove it home for me. They knew what they were doing. Take me to space, bitches. And now at number 5, we have B.I.'s Keep Me Up. 'Cause you keep me up. Another relatively easy listening song on this list, Keep Me Up, is also another one that grew on me exponentially. I admire the choreography and how B.I. embraced his own slut era for the song. Foreshadowing, by the way. An excellent song that was such a bop. Although I must admit, I questioned what exactly was being kept up here. Like, are we talking about being awake as a result of caffeine, or are we talking about the boy stuff kind? This is the burning question for me, if we're being real. And next one, number 4, Boa's Breathe. Breathe. For those that follow me know that Boa is why I do YouTube and I've gotten into K-pop way back when. She is amazing and an inspiration to many. Forgive Me is good, but with every album she puts out, there's always a standout for me, most often a B-side. And Breathe was amazing. That instrumental and build-up in that song was striking. I even envisioned myself being a sassy drag queen lip-syncing for my life in this number, and it was fierce, darling. In my head, at least. But Boa delivered with the song, and her album and comeback here was another one for the books. And now we're at a point in the countdown that I first wanted to take a second to thank you all for your support. Please don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons for me if you haven't already. The following songs are my honorable mentions, and if you saw the voted top 50 video last week, you'll know that I spoke about the K-pop songs that I enjoyed not featured here. These next songs are favorite songs of mine that just missed the countdown, and so let's take a look. 느껴져 high like a big rush of adrenaline. 내 심장의 show. Here comes bad news. Suck up, come on. We 몰아쳐, we fresh. Gotta go. We fresh. I got my eye on you. I need your love, I need your touch. I can get you. Want it for love, want it for love, want it love. 모든 순간 너 So alright, back to the countdown. Number 3, Kara's When I Move. When I move, my body 흔들어봐. When I move, 더 자유롭게. Oh man, I don't know how I can describe the feeling my favorite Kara reunite to bless us with another amazing bop. For so many years consecutively, they put out bop after bop consistently, landing in my top favorites of each year. Once again, they exceeded my expectations on this assignment, and I was taken back to my early 2010s days of being a squealing K-pop fanboy again. And let me tell you, those squeals were extra shrill. Looking forward to more from them, as well as other legendary Gen 2 reunions in the future. And the runner-up on this countdown, number 2, Dreamcatcher's Vision. If you saw my top 50 video last week, you already knew that this song would be ranking high. I personally thought this was the superior Dreamcatcher song of 2022. Excellent, really. Dreamcatcher always slays. They deserve the world and so many more wins. I was also delighted to see them renew their contracts, and with that, I expect to see more world tours from them. If they come to my city, I'll be right there front and center with my sacrificial loved one ready to engage in dark magic. Thank you very much. And for my number 1, I have iKON's But You. If you had asked me about my 2022 bingo card, I would not have predicted iKON would be my number 1 for me with their comeback song. But man, But You really hit me hard with the synth retro vibe. That's my weakness if you didn't know. It's a stark contrast to all these booming K-pop songs out there, and I don't think a lot of people gave this song enough appreciation. It's really nicely done, and personally, I think this is one of their strongest title tracks. The vocals were on point, and iKON has closed out this chapter on a high note in my opinion, so I look forward to seeing them flourish in the next chapter in 2023. Hey, that's it for today, friends. Share below personal favorite songs of yours from 2022. I don't expect you to agree with my ranking, but I hope you can at least respect and possibly learn some new songs today. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons for me. I appreciate you for stopping by. Check out many more of my videos, and I shall see you next time.